Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. We are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. Hope you guys are ready to get this day started. I know I am. It's going to be a great, great day. Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. Your friends and family that have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. They don't do that till we have the podcast. Everywhere podcasts are found. Pandora, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, absolutely everywhere. So they can listen to that. They don't do that till we have a book. We have several books. We have 6 of them. Tell them they can read any of those. They don't do that. Tell them they can watch the movie. If they don't do that, tell them I said good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you enjoyed the show yesterday. I grabbed the quote of the day. I forgot to put it up here. And the quote, honey. And if you share the show, please tag me so I can properly tell you thank you. First of all, good morning, Joshua. How you doing? Good morning. Hope you guys are ready. If you enjoyed the show yesterday, we had a good time. Good morning, Miss Veronica. But today, y'all, we're going to talk about we got a square up exercise, and we're going to talk about some things. Don't forget, if you want to, tonight I am doing a book club where we will be walking through my book 1, and I will be answering all the questions. So if you want to be included in that, let me know, and I'll send you the information so that you can register. I'm not sure if there's a cost. I don't know. I know there are people inside the book club. I am giving away a freebie inside the book club as well. And I think we're doing this for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. But it's with Book 1, Fearless Woman, Born to Give Thanks. So let me, there you go. Listen, Joshua, I'm not mad at you, honey. Go take you a good old nap. So let's get right into it. The quote of the day: we may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. And that's by my girl, Maya Angelou. If y'all don't know nothing about JoJo, know that I wanted to be her growing up. That's who I wanted to be, Maya Angelou. Like, once I realized who she was, I wanted to be her. But I can't even come close to the words and magic that she puts on paper. But I admire her greatly. All right. So that's the quote of the day. The thought of the day, y'all, is investments. Let's talk about some investments. And I ain't talking monetary investments, right? Let's talk about investments. What does investment mean? It means it's going to require that you be committed on a different level, right? Investments require you on a different level. They require a different level of commitment. Yes, that's one of my favorites, Joshua. So an investment is not a cost. Meaning, if you have to say that costs too much, you're not ready to invest in that thing. How many of us have been guilty of that? I know I have. Like, oh, I want to do that. That costs too much. If it's an investment, it's going to require a different level of commitment from me. And an investment and cost are not the same thing. Because if I'm making an investment, the cost doesn't really matter. Right. Absolutely, Joshua. Time, energy, effort. Exactly. So we spend money on what we value, right? We spend money on what we value. And you can look in your life right now, what you have around you will tell you what you value. If if you saw my post at 11 o'clock last night, I said there are 33 things in my Amazon wish list. 30 of them are books, and their cost is $798 for my books alone. And there's only 2 items in there that are not books. If you come to my home, in my living room is 620 something books on the floor. They're neat, they're clean, but they're on the floor. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 bookcases, and then one in my bedroom. Come on, Miss Farana. So we spend money on what we value, right? So an investment requires a different level of commitment. We do not associate costs with an investment, and we spend money on what we value. So I got a question. We're going to do a square up exercise with this. I want you to look at in your life. And so in the square up exercise, grab your piece of paper, mental, emotional, physical, financial. Where are you looking at the cost of things? Where are you looking at the cost of things mentally? Jojo, I can't start this journey because you making it be too much, and it's not that much. It costs too much for you. You're not ready for that investment. Where are you at emotionally where you don't want to heal past some things? Oh, I don't want to feel that hurt again. I would rather, listen, you heal as fast as you want to. Your healing journey takes as long or is as short as you want it to. And some of us hold on to that emotional hurt because we don't want to feel that pain again. And I understand, but give it a deadline. If my heart has been broken or my feelings hurt, Doja, you got 2-3 days. I want to feel all the feelings, but on that third day, boo, on the third day, we not fixing about to cry about this thing here no more. That's not. And so you give it a time frame in which an amazing thing happens. You will heal in that time, guaranteed, because you just told your mind and your body, and it does what you tell it. You just got to realize the power of your mind. So look at, we're talking about investment, but where are you broken at? Where are you broke at financially? If you say, I am broke, if God is the great I am, and whatever comes after I am is broke, I don't have, then are you not taking the Lord's name in vain after you say I am broke, because his word, his name is I am and broke? So are you saying God is broke? I am overweight. Are you saying God's overweight? I am stupid. Are you saying he is that thing? Is that not taking his name in vain? But we want to look at everything else. And sometimes I think we can make it very simple. Absolutely, Joshua. There is an investment that is going to be required of you wherever you want to go. So where are you broke at? Mental, emotional, physical, financial. Write it out where everything that you wanted to do or you thought about, it costs too much for you to do. It costs too much for you to move. It costs too much for you to think different than your family. It costs too much for you to eat different. It costs too much for you to start that business. It costs too much for you to go back to school. It costs too much for you to end that relationship that everybody thinks you should stay in. That costs too much. It costs too much for you to do a whole lot of things. So my question then becomes, when are you going to require an investment in you? What different level of commitment are you going to have? Ask yourself where you broken at, right? And where have you not stated your value? Where have you not stated your value at in your life? Use all the ships: relationship, finances, relationship, religion ship, family ship, marriage ship. Where have you not stated your value? Absolutely, Joshua. And we want to say, and we're quick to point out everybody else's sin, but you I am yourself to death. You I am yourself right to the grave quickly. So where have you not stated your value at in your life? Have you not stated your value emotionally, mentally, physically, financially? Have you not stated your value, that the value of the I am inside of me, because God is greatness on display? And if I am made in his image, then I am his greatness on display. And so my level of investment in the I am is that I'm going to treat my body like it is supposed to be treated. So that's the investment. It requires a different level of commitment. So where have you not stated your value at? So those are two things. Good morning, Kiva. Those are two ways you need to look at that. So an investment requires a different level of commitment. It's not a cost. Veronica, I stated all the things too. We spend money on what we value. If you and listen, so we talked about books. If you come to my kitchen, I value tea. I value all the fruits and vegetables, right? I also value ice cream, and I value vegan cookies and avocados and limes and lemons and sweet potatoes. You will always find those in my home. Where you spend your money is what you value. Okay. So I want you to look at where you're broken at. Now that we know that if you say it costs too much, you're not ready to invest in nothing. If you're looking at the cost of it, but if you look at it as an investment, it's going to require a different level of commitment. Insert Grant Cardone. If you're interested, it's going to cost too much. If you're interested, all your excuses will be valid. If you're committed, all your excuses will be valid. Meaning, if I'm committed, it doesn't matter the excuses that I have before me. It matters that my vision is not changing, and that's what I'm working for. So are you investing in yourself? So the square up exercise, where are you broke at? Mentally, emotionally, financially. Mentally, emotionally, financially, and what's the other one? Good Lord, I forgot. Write it out. Where are you broken at? Where do you say it costs too much in each one of those sections? Flip it over. Where have you not stated your value? Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. Physically was the one I was forgetting. Where have you not stated your value? Why have you not stated your value? Okay, so now, thank you, Joshua, for the song. If you're having trouble stating your value, let me help you out this morning. This show is strictly for JoJo. Because listen, and the reason why I thought about this, because I wanted to buy into a coaching program. And I said, that costs too much. And then I was like, but I do everything else I want to do, and I don't think about that costing too much, which took me down a rabbit hole of investing and costing. Thank you, Joshua. I'm glad somebody got it for me. So if you have a hard time stating your value, like there's a whole host of things that we need to do, right? If you get the Live Past Crazy blueprint, that will help you. And it's bit.ly. I think it is LPC blueprint. It will help you find out, one, what's causing the chaos and the crazy. Two, it will walk you through a whole thing. You'll get instructions. You'll get a video. How to explain it. You'll get the workbook, and you'll get the physical. You'll get a printout of a blueprint to write out. Okay. So if you're having a problem stating your value, number one, don't feel guilty that now you want to put a price on your value. You want to price out your mental, emotional, physical, and financial health. We're not feeling guilty that today, this is where we landed. Today, you about to get all of JoJo, and there's a value attached to that. It's going to be an investment. Like you should want people to have the whole experience of Veronica, the whole experience of Kiva, of Joshua. Get the whole experience. That requires an investment. So don't feel guilty about stating your value. So this is what's included in your value. So write these things down. So as you square it up and you begin to put, and you can look at it as money, you can look at it as energy, you can attach whatever word you need to attach to it. But if you look at the investment that they're going to have to come up with to engage with you, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, financial, religionship, friendship, family ship, whatever ship you have, what is the investment that is required to interact with me? In same way for other people, they should have an investment, like a portfolio of this is the value of. So this is how you come up with it. Your value includes all of your history. It includes everything that makes you you. That is your value. That's part of your value. We have 3 of them. 2. Really 2, and we can break those down. So your history of you is 90% of your value. It does not matter your past. Come on, Joshua. What are you going to invest in today? And honey, if you're investing in everything else, when you going to invest in yourself? You invest in preachers, listening to them. You invest in speakers, listening to them. You invest in books. You invest in going back to school. You invest in starting a job. Honey, I've done all the things. I've held every position in church except for pastor. I don't want that. I'm your deaconess. I've been the first lady. I've been the missionary president. Honey, I've done every position from the usher board, the choir, all the way down. I made an investment in all things. And eventually, you're going to get to the point where you're tired of investing in other things, and you've got to eventually invest in you. So the history of you is part of the value of you. Okay? So look at all the things that you have learned, right? Look at all the things that you've learned in life. Look at your education, if you have it. And honey, life education is better than school education. Look at your relationship education, your financial education. Look at all the things that you have grown through and gone through that give you the perspective of who you are right now. There's value added to that. That's called life experience. You need to put an investment amount on that. Right? So all of your history and then all of your experience. So my history may be different than my experience. The history is the long line of who JoJo is. And my past doesn't matter. Okay? That ain't got nothing to do with this. It's part of my, if you look at a company history, honey, that's part of my 5-year plan. That was in my 10, 15-year plan. We was a startup. Honey, we're a fully functioning multi-million-dollar company over here now. Well, I'm sure when Amazon started, they made stupid mistakes. Multi-million-dollar company, they don't make the same mistakes. So your history and your experience are two things that you need to look at as part of the investment of you. So as you begin to state your value, you got to figure out, why have you not stated it? Absolutely, Joshua. Life experience equates imperial data. Why have you not stated your value? So now we know we're going to look at our history and our experience and what we know. Honey, throw everything in there, including the kitchen sink. Write it out today. And you're thinking, and you're like, JoJo crazy. It's not like that. Honey, when you begin to write it out and think about the things that you learn, the things that you know, the things you can know. And honey, you pretending that you don't know ain't working. You know what you know. And you pretending not to know is hurting you more than knowing what you know. So why have you not stated your value? So here's some examples on why you may not have stated your value. You may not have stated your value because nobody else around you stated theirs. Nobody else seemed to want to invest in themselves. They complained. They complained about the cost of themselves, but they were not willing to invest in themselves. I love that. They complained about the cost of themselves, but they were not willing to invest in themselves. Oh, now let me tell you how that works. Oh, I cracked myself up. So how that works is, I can complain about the cost of food to eat right, but I won't invest in it because I don't see the value in investing in myself. I will complain about the cost of going to get my hair done, but I don't see the value in me taking care of myself. I will complain about the cost of the gym membership because I don't see the investment cost, or I don't understand the value of my health. I will complain about the cost of the class, the book, the house, the car, because I don't see the investment and I don't understand the value of myself in which to do that. So I would rather complain about the cost of me instead of looking at the investment of me. So I will complain, girl, this medicine's so high and I'm taking 10 medicines, but I will pay the cost of being sick, but I will not invest in being well. I will pay the cost of being sick mentally, emotionally, financially. I will pay all the late fees at my bank. I will take all the medicine the doctor gives me. I will be depressed. I will be sad. I will be all the things, but I will never invest in anything that's going to give me an opposite reaction of what I'm living. I will not invest in that. But I will complain about the cost of it. So you have now got to square it up and look at where you broke at. Where have you not stated your value? And then as you begin to do this, don't feel guilty about stating your value. Don't feel guilty about that. In your career, I learned this recently, honey, doing a contract, I was scared to write down those numbers. But when I looked at the experience in the history of what I know, writing that number down was okay. I was like, oh, well, you're getting a steal. You're getting a deal because this is an investment. So as you square it up today, where have you not stated your value? Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, where have you not stated your value? Where have you felt guilty about stating the value of you? Perhaps it's in a friendship that you've had for a really long time, and because y'all been friends for so long, you don't want to change anything. You don't want to rock the boat. Maybe because you've been at that job for so long. And listen, this was me. I was at that job for 5 years. I love the people, and I actually love the job that I did. I didn't like the money that came with it. I wanted more money. And because I refused to put value on my experience and the history of me, and I was not ready to make an investment in myself, I allowed them to pay me what they thought I was worth. How many of us allow people to pay us what they think we're worth? That's a good question. What they think we are worth. That makes you angry. That will make you angry. That will make you mad. That will make you upset. And then here you are again complaining about the cost of yourself, but not willing to make the investment in yourself, because the investment could look like maybe I'll take some time and upgrade my resume and apply for more jobs. Come on, Joshua. You got to get your hands dirty, friend. And I did that this weekend when I was planting the flowers. So how many of us are willing to allow people to pay us what they think we're worth, and we do not state our value, or we don't even look at the value? So today, look at what you're spending money on. If you come to my house, you will see books and journals. If you come here in this second drawer in the secretary, there are at least 6 to 7 journals. Over there are at least 4 more. Listen, Miss Veronica, I'm stepping on my own toes, friend. My own. Y'all just happen to hear me talk about myself. So if you ever come to my house, you will see, besides hair products, it will be books. Good morning, Kimberly. And for those that don't know, I do own a haircut where my daughter owns the hair care company now. So y'all go check it out. If you have thinning hair, bald spots, thinning edges, go check us out. Spend money on what you value. You do that already. There you see, and people will know who you are, Joshua. If they know you, they know that you're going to be there. You will find books in there's not a room, including a bathroom, that you will not find a book in. From the kitchen table to the coffee table to the countertop and where I be cooking, there's a book. I sure will, Joshua. And it is for men. So for men, if you want that beard nice and thick, honey, get you some peppermint oil. I was completely bald for years. Like I had baby bottom smooth hair because I have alopecia. Hair fell out. I made my own products, grew my hair back. My daughter decided college wasn't for her 2 years in. So I was like, okay, here you go. And she has been growing the company very nicely. So I'm proud of her. Quote of the day: we may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. And that is by Maya Angelou. Today, as we go back over it, for those who need to take a note or remember, it is a difference between an investment and cost. An investment requires a different level of commitment. It is not a cost. An investment is not a cost. A cost is something that you're going to look at and put monetary value on and then decide if it's worth it to you or not. So when you look at stuff and you say, "Oh, that costs too much, I can't do that," then do you value that? Are you ready to make that investment? Because it's going to require a different level to you. And you spend money on what you value. And y'all know the story. 2 or 3 years ago, I told you, I was honest, I looked at my bank account, $7,000 went to the Dollar Tree, the Dollar Menu, the Dollar Store, the General Dollar Store. Everything that had a dollar in it, my money went there. And here I was thinking I was broke. So square it up. See where you're broken at today. Where have you not stated your value? Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. And then flip it over. If you stated your value, what would that look like? And don't feel guilty about stating your value. And stop complaining about the cost of you if you're not willing to invest in you. And the cost of you is every time you go pick up that medicine, it costs too much. Every time you go to the grocery store and you want to eat healthy and buy a salad or buy this, "Ooh, this costs too much." See, that's why I don't eat healthy now. But you're investing in that medicine, though. You invest clearly you value the medicine over your health. That's very clear. And think about the words "I am." And I'm going to stand on that. That I am. Cost of value changes from person to person. Absolutely. And if you value, listen, this is a judgment-free zone. Whatever you value is what you value. I'm simply giving you something to make you go, make you think differently just for the moment. Good morning, Rosie.
Good morning. I just like to point out the way you said, was very funny.
Thank you, Rosie. Why do you have your wallet in your hand this early in the morning? I don't want to know. So I'm going to stand on the I am. Okay? That I am statement. If God is I am, and that's his description, and every word we put behind that, we're describing God. I am broke. So you're telling God that he's broke. I am sick. So you're telling the creator he is sick. I am, and whatever word comes behind that, that is what you're telling the creator about himself. You're telling the creator of the entire universe that he's broken, that he's sick, that he's heartbroken. Joshua said, "Have a great day, Rosie." Joshua said, "Have a great day." She said, "Thank you, you too." So think about when you start to say "I am" or "I don't know," whatever comes after that is what will be so. I am abundant. I am prosperous. I am healthy. I am wealthy. Honey, I agree with wellness. I agree with wholeness. I agree with abundance. And we talked about the goldfish agreement. So what are you agreeing to today? And are you willing to invest? And if you are, it requires a different level of commitment. It is not a cost. So as I bought a product this weekend, I looked at it as an investment and not a cost. I didn't think about the money. What I said was, as I circulate this money as an investment in myself, it will come back to me tenfold. Because when you circulate things, it is always in a continuous cycle to come back around. I don't spend money. I don't pay bills. I circulate money to services that I use. Thank you, Joshua. I love those stories. So on this wonderful day, I hope this has helped somebody today, guys. If it has, please let me know. As always, if it was not for you, please leave it for someone else. If it was, please take what you need. And please make sure you share the show, because sharing is caring. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, please send them over to the YouTube channel where they can binge watch The Fearless Morning Show over there. Don't forget, we have the podcast on iHeart, Amazon Music, Pandora, everywhere podcasts are found. You can find the Fearless Morning Show. Don't forget, we have the Sister Rise Retreat coming up. It will be in October. If you want to, I was trying to find that for you guys. If you want more information, please send me a link. Please send me a message so I can send you some more information. It is an investment. We're not looking at the cost is not the issue. It is the investment that we're looking at. So on this wonderful day. Yes, Team Abundance, come on through, Joshua. Honey, because that's what we're doing. We're investing in things. For those that don't know, I am starting and I sent this, if you're on my newsletter, you got this a couple of months ago. I am doing a beta testing of Team Abundance because there's only 2 teams in this world, Team Abundance and Team Lack, where it is a coaching program. And I'm almost finished with that. If you'd like to participate in that, please let me know. And I can send you the link for that. The Sister Rise Retreat, of course, is coming up. And I'm the last group was so good. I have to be picky about the 12 this time. Like I don't have a choice. I've got to be. And so I want to make sure that the atmosphere and the integrity is the same. It is an investment. It is not a cost because we have already looking. We've already looked at where we're broken. We've already stated our value. I got you, Tammy. Please know that all these questions and exercises, I do them with you. So I hope you guys have the most amazing day ever. Please and if you tag the show, can you please tag me in it so that I can properly tell you thank you. So tonight is the book club. So if you want to join the book club tonight, I will post the information for that later today. It's at 7:30 tonight. We will be discussing book 1. I will be answering all the questions. So if you ever had a question for me about my previous life, right, then you want to be in this book club tonight because I'll be, and I think I'm going to be in there for a couple of weeks because we're going to go chapter by chapter so that we can discuss all the things, honey, all the things. So I hope you have the most amazing day. Thank you for hanging out with me. I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's absolutely nothing after that. And I'll see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one. Honey, go do that square up exercise, okay? Do that and state your value today.